Cherish, thank you so much for this comment. It's exactly what we're trying to unpack here. The first step that you have to do is acknowledge a problem. That's only the first step. Then you actually have to change your perspective, the way that you have looked at the world, and these MAGA cultists can't do that. Even when they say, I regret my vote, they still look at the world from a place of privilege, from a place of selfishness. They're unwilling to even have a civil discussion with us like we had before the rise of Trump. I mean, I remember being able to talk with Republicans before 2016. Those days are over. Those days are over because when you can't actually acknowledge your own complicity and when you can't actually acknowledge the underpinning of objective facts from which opinions are derived from, I'm sorry, you're not going to be welcomed into the resistance, at least any resistance I join, and you simply can't be trusted. It's very much like an addict. An addict, first of all, has to admit that he has a problem, right? And then, and only then, do you go through years of work to correct your patterns of behavior, to reshift your priorities. And these MAGA cultists, these farmers, all of these people who say, oh God, I lost my job, I didn't know what I was getting into, it was all telegraphed to you. And you're still fundamentally cleaving to the same points. You're only raising stink because it affects you directly. I believe that if you're going to adopt any political position, you need to think outside of yourself and you need to consider how it impacts other people, especially if you have privilege. We're talking marginalized people. We're talking people who are underprivileged. That's the basis for a sound political position. That's also the basis for reform. These MAGA cultists need serious deprogramming, I believe.